Okay, everybody, here we are, Scott and Ellie. We're going to do another demo video for you. Tonight we're going to make,
I forget the name.
Stuffed shells. We're going to make some manicotti, and we're going to make garlic bread. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. First things first, I'm going to get something to drink. Hello again, all my tri-state friends. Today we are going with Yellowstone. This is a store pick from my buddy Jack up in the Detroit area. He has Zaytuna's Fine Wine and Liquor. That is at Rochester Road and M59. Great selection of bourbons, does a lot of store picks, and a great craft beer selection also. Nice color on this one. And that particular bourbon is a little bit fruity. Has a little bit of kind of banana liquor flavor. So, go with a nice little hazy, juicy IPA. Probably get some citrus and tangerine out of there. That's a really good bottle. Smell that one? Not as sweet as the last one, is it? All right. That's a nice pour there.
The other one yesterday smelled really sweet.
Yeah, that one's not near as sweet. That one smells more oaky. Alrighty, moving in the right direction. First things first, we need to make our stuffing. Get our big trusty mixing bowl. Let's go for ingredients. Let's grab them. First things first. Any chance we can do this without making a big mess?
Maybe.
Who do you think's more likely to make the mess, me or you? All right, next. About a 2/3 to 1/3 mixture there. Cottage cheese is really just for moisture and for texture. Otherwise, it can get too rich. Maybe I can get it out of here. Okay, let's get a spoon to stir that with. This one. Here's our first two steps. What are we going to put in there next, El? Shredded cheese. Go ahead and grab it. Okay, we'll dump in, what do you think, about half a bag? We're going to put more on top later, but we'll get some of here in going now so it's nice and sticky when we cook it.
Sticky?
Yeah, on the inside so it doesn't all fall out and get all watery and nasty. Do you want it all running all out over the pan in your plate, or you want it to stay in there?
Stay.
Okay, let's do some dry shredded cheese mix. So this is almost like what we just put in there, but this one's dry and the other one's kind of wet and shredded. And big container of basil. Whole container, fresh chopped. Smell that?
I could smell it when I was over there.
Yeah, it smells good, doesn't it? So put a big container of fresh chopped in there. Alrighty. Missing one ingredient. You know what we need?
What? Pepper.
Fresh cracked pepper. With all that white cheese, you can definitely be a little bit heavy-handed on the pepper. Good to start. I would say normally we add garlic in it, but I really don't think we need to add garlic because there's going to be so much garlic in the sauce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and mix this up here good and even. Then I'm going to work on stuffing all my shells. And while I work on stuffing shells, Ellie's going to make a quick, easy garlic bread for everybody. This looks good. Smells good too. I can smell all that basil. This is a pretty easy meal. The shells we don't need to cook first. A lot of people do. I actually like putting the shells in my lasagna and in these, just leaving them actually firm, and letting them cook up in the sauce. All right.
The cottage cheese is taking over. It's like so chunky now.
Yep, the cottage cheese is chunky. The ricotta is the one that's a little bit creamier. That's why we mix them in there so we have a good consistency. If you do just the ricotta, it's really thick and really, really rich. It's almost like eating cheesecake. It's almost too much.
basil smells really good.
Yeah, the basil does smell real good. Okay, there's that so far. That's ready for me to get going on. Just have a cheap disposable pan here. We like using the disposable pans because we're lazy and we don't like doing dishes. It's easier to clean up. I'm just going to spray a little bit of olive oil non-stick spray in it. That way nothing sticks to the bottom. Okay, Elle, why don't you go ahead and grab me those shells. Right next to you.
These are huge.
So I will get going stuffing shells. And Ellie's going to get going on making some garlic bread. And we'll see if we can get this worked out in the small work area that we have here. It's hard when we're just shooting on the camera phone and just get going on this to try and get a usable work area. Okay, I think I can get that going here. Looks good to me. All right, now we'll get Ellie going on the garlic bread. There we go. You got enough room there?
Yep.
First of all, you're going to get buttered up. Then we're going to do a real simple seasoning on our garlic bread. You can go ahead and get the butter in there.
I put it all over the whole bread.
Yep, and try and get it even. And try and stay where they can see on camera too. I know we don't have a whole lot of room to work to do this. So you're doing good, and then since my bowl's in the way, you also kind of turn that around to the other side. Make sure you don't miss along the edges. We want to get butter everywhere. Okay? Now in my pan for the manicotti, I got a little homemade sauce I made around Christmas. This is a rich, thicker sauce. Had a lot of paste in it.
That was a close one.
Yeah, it was.
You almost spilled that.
Well, we're trying to figure out who's going to be the first one to make this.
Yeah. It's going to be kind of hard to stuff those.
Oh no, I got it down. You've seen me stuff these before.
Let's see who can get done first.
Well, you're going to get done first. I have a lot more work to do. It's not even fair. And I helped you. And you started first. How's that even fair? That's like saying who's going to win the race and one person is halfway done before you say go. That's how you guys like to do things, isn't it? Okay, so a little technique I found for stuffing the shells. A lot of people fill them like piping bag. I found this quick and easy technique. Works for me. That one's pretty good. Missing this end a little bit. Let me turn this around for you.
Just need to do the ends a little bit more.
So I got my nice stuff in there. I'm gonna take my shells. I'm actually gonna use that kind of like, almost like a shovel or a spoon. I'm just gonna pull it up with my hand, and I'm actually gonna put it right in the palm of my hand and scoop.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's way faster than doing piping. It goes quick. A few turns.
Think that's good? Is that enough butter?
Yeah, you got a few spots missing there. Let me fill it in. I got 14 of these to do, and you got 2 pieces of bread to butter. How's that even fair? Who's going to win the race?
Me.
You're ridiculous. So there is one done. See, I got one done before you got one done. Now I got more to do than you, but...
Those are small.
Just what, yeah, but they're gonna, when they cook, they're gonna swell up. Just want to try and get these even, get them stuffed, no air pockets in them. It's really not that hard to do. Again, I kind of like this technique.
Okay, is that better now?
Yep, you're good. I don't know if doing the piping bag would be easier, but I hate messing with them. Hate filling them. They're messy. I get them everywhere. They're a pain to clean out, so I don't bother. Plus, I don't do a whole lot of baking, so I really don't have a whole lot of use for them most of the time. There's 2. I'm not doing too bad. These take forever.
And I'm not good at butter and bread at all.
Yeah, you're okay. You're getting
Not
better.
that good at putting cream cheese on bagels either.
Well, it's because you hold the knife backwards. You're holding it like a pencil. Hold it like a knife. There you go. There you go. Yeah. You don't hold it like a pencil, you hold it like a paintbrush.
This is how I hold a paintbrush.
Yeah, like a pencil. You're doing it wrong. You're like painting a portrait. I'm talking about like painting walls. There you go.
Never painted walls.
Well, we probably need to get you some more chores to do. Clearly not helping out around the house enough. So we're going to go through till this is done. This is the boring part. We'll cut out the video here and turn it back on when we're about finished.